Who's the first one in?
Oh, yeah. All right. We're live. Good morning, everybody. Morning, Rusty.
Good morning, sir.
How are you?
All right.
Scotty. So we have a new camera, or a new commentator. I guess that's what we call it.
Commentator, comment reader.
Yeah, we have a new guy. Yeah. So click that. There you go. Oh, yep. That's how you do it. So we're training our new guy. 8 a.m. here in Wisconsin. Good morning, Charlie. It's 9 o'clock here because time change. What are you doing?
Turning my sound off.
Jeez and Pete's.
Good morning, everybody.
So anyway, everybody say hi to Brian. He's been what do we call it? The
background audience.
Yeah, background audience. Just remember, don't shake the whole camera thing because you're moving the whole camera. Your table's got the whole camera. He's like, huh? What?
Yeah.
So, what's Scotty say? He's doing a what?
Let's see that.
Chuck roast up top.
I can see a pig from 100 feet, but I can't see this.
Yeah.
Man.
Chuck roast in the pit.
Yep. Man, this fella last night. I gotta say.
Yeah.
We're sitting there. We're I don't know. We're up in the bleachers, right? And if you think about the high school bleachers out by the track, we're at the top, right? And
this is at the auction, by the way.
Yeah. And this fella, hey, look at that pig thing. And it was an ornament about this big that you stick in the yard. So from 100, 150 maybe, 100?
Yeah,
whatever.
It's a good ways.
For a good way, the guy can't see his feet, but he can see this pig outline that goes in your yard from 100, 150 feet in a box that had 25 of them in it. This was and it was in the middle.
It had 25 different ornaments.
All flowers,
fish, roosters, all kinds of stuff.
So how he picked out the one
it.
thing, and he can't see his, I don't know. But I was like, what the heck? Anyway.
And then I didn't even buy it.
I think it's because I gave you static for it.
No.
But
You've been
anyway.
giving me static about my eyesight for years.
Anyway. So I had I don't know, plans of grandeur going into this cook because Peg was going to be here, but then they were taking her back to school because she has to be back today. She has class tomorrow.
Right.
So they were taking her back to school today. So that cut everything down. I said, well, I've got some stuff to use up. And, well, going to the auction last night, losing an hour of sleep, we're going simple. We're going pancake breakfast. But I want to do, you've seen the videos where they have the strip of bacon, they pour the pancake on it.
Oh, yeah. I used to do that for the kids.
And I said, let's verify that. Let's make it a little something better. So we're gonna fry up our bacon. We're gonna chop it up, fry it up, and then add that to the pancake batter. And then we're gonna put a little twist on it instead of just a little pancake.
Brian, can you reach behind you and turn the music off, please?
Oh yeah, I forgot all about that. Ooh. Hopefully, it don't get copyright. Hopefully, it's.
Yeah, I just heard some Steve Perry there, and I was ready to start singing along with him. We ain't supposed to hear Steve Perry.
Yeah, I almost forgot about that.
Yeah.
I did forget about that.
That's why I'm here.
So,
demonetized.
Yeah,
from the start.
Well, there goes my 38 cents. So anyway, we'll just get the fire going, and if you want to chop up the bacon,
get that going.
Set the mixing bowl aside. So for anybody that knows, this is my Grandma Pearl skillet. Crack Daddy. Y'all probably see that. Grandma Pearl skillet. 1870 to 1900 was when this was made. So beautiful piece. I love cooking bacon in this. And knowing that it was my grandpa's mom's makes it even better. I like the history of stuff. And this is for Charlie. You ready, Charlie? Whoosh. Yeah. That wasn't a very good one.
Wasn't it? You start waiting like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Get a boom up there.
Yeah, get a big one. Oh, Frank Daddy, what's up, Jared? So Brian, my new associate over here. Tell them what we did yesterday morning.
We ran a 5K.
We've been
walked a 5K.
There we go.
We do a 5K once a month.
We're trying to.
This whole year, and we've been doing pretty well on it. There's days where we don't feel like doing it, but we do it.
Yep. So
Pickles says, I guess for Frack Daddy, miss you, brother.
Yep. So yesterday we went up to York, which is like the next town, kind of northwest of us, and one of the thrift stores. Go ahead and drop it. Yeah. One of the thrift stores, they put on a 5K to help raise money for their charity and helping homeless and battered women. So anyway, we like supporting them, and we went up there, did the 5K, and it was raining. And by raining, I mean it was soaking wet raining. And signed up for 401k, but told him I didn't think I'd run that far. I feel you, brother. I feel you. We walk. I signed up to walk. So, but it was nice because some of the guys that I walk with in the group that I walk with in the morning through the week, there was actually 3 of them there that I didn't know they signed up.
Right.
So that was kind of cool to see them, and they recognize me. So, I don't see them every day, but I see them a couple times a week. So that was pretty cool. And of course they're runners, so they ran. One of the guys actually won the race, but just shout out right there. It is
one of the F3 guys won the race.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. So this is the one we did.
Was it Doug?
No, Doug wasn't there. So we did this one, and what's kind of ironic is my tag number was 100. I finished 100th place out of what was it, 160?
I don't remember what
150, something like that. So, but I walked the whole thing. And Brian's wife finished right with me, like a couple seconds difference, so like the 10th of a second or something like that, or a second or two. But finished in 54, 59. So, hey, I walked with Brian's wife for about half of it, the second half. But
Scissor started.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. We do it for the camaraderie, and it's a way to give back and help out charities. One of the big discussions in the church groups and stuff like that is about tithing. And, we're not going to get into all that today, but this is a way to give back to tithe, right? You're giving back, you're helping somebody else out, another good cause. And we got a t-shirt. The downside is the t-shirt they ran out of 2XLs, so I had to wear an XL.
Real tight.
I was showing off
your muscles.
I was thinking my man boobs were going to be sticking out there, but like you was going to see all my rolls and everything, right? But no, it actually fit pretty decent. I was pretty surprised
until the rain sucked it.
Well, I think they also gave us ponchos.
Yeah, I saw that.
So I had a poncho on, and I wore my orange Hungry Heroes hat that Amanda keeps telling me, you and that hat.
Madwood said, hello.
Morning.
So Terry's been doing some parts shopping for his truck. How's that going? Guess I ought to get a doohickey, huh? We're starting to get going, so let's see. So we also went to the wife wanted to go to IKEA Friday.
I've been there twice. Haven't got past the cafe. I go in there, get my meatballs, and then I leave.
Yeah.
I've never gone shopping at IKEA. Their Swedish meatballs are really good.
Well, I picked up, I got the wok, right? So I picked up a couple wok spatulas. I got a metal one and I got a wooden one. Little wok shovels. I think I was going to use the wok today for the cabbage,
Right.
but I got lazy.
We can do the cabbage next week for St. Patrick's Day.
Yes, so that's a good segue into. I threw it out last week, last Monday. I think it was Monday or Tuesday, anyway. And I threw it out Wednesday, and I'll throw it out again. Everybody's going to be cooking St. Patty's Day stuff. Take a picture of what your plate looks like, or the plate of food that you make. Not just a plate, but and tag me on Instagram. Like, send me a picture or Facebook, and what I'll do at the end of is I'll pick a date. I'm going to put up a whole all the pictures of all these St. Patty's Day cooks. I think that'd be pretty cool. Kind of just to put some positivity out there, something other than the stupid politics. This is just getting absolutely retarded. And anyway. Terry's got everything he needs. Awesome. But while we were out Friday, we went to IKEA, and then Mama wanted to run to a couple of spots. And we went to the store. It was a pop shelf. And I was thinking, I don't know what this is. Is it all sodas or whatever? Or the Funko Pops? I wasn't sure. And we go in there, and it's like a Five Below.
Okay.
So it was kind of like a Five Below. And they have cast iron. I picked me up a little piece. $5. It's just a little serving dish.
I like that. That's cute.
It was $5, just a little serving dish. And as you guys know, on Wednesdays I started serving in my one oval dish. So I got this just for serving. So little thing, nothing big. Little serving dish. So we'll be getting that cleaned up and going soon. And
is that a Wagner?
No. It's a no name. It's a $5 skillet. But speaking of $5 skillets,
what about the free skillet?
That's what I'm getting at. The dumpster skillet. So it's at this Tender Hearts place. We had to park in the back, and then you walk up and into the building, and they had a big dumpster. And I was kind of, it's one of them the long dumpsters.
Probably like a 40-yard.
Yeah.
30, 40-yard.
So as I'm walking up the ramp, I'm looking, and I'm like, oh, that looks like a cast iron skillet.
In the pouring rain.
In the rain. So I didn't stop because it was really raining. And I was looking, I'm like, okay, I'm going to look at that on the way out. And I'm kind of briefly looking. So when we got done, we walked, did everything. We were leaving. And I'm kind of slowly walking because now I got the poncho on. So I'm slowly walking and I'm looking. There's pots, there's pans, there's enamelware, little camping stuff. And I was like, all right, nothing worth jumping in for. Then I spotted. Cast iron skillet. Reach in. I'm like, it's in the dumpster, right? So I reach in, pick it up, and it's full of water. Because it had been raining. Now, it wasn't like this when I walked in. It was all black.
Right.
But that's how much rain it rusted up really quick. So I pick it up and I'm thinking, oh man, it looks like a lodge. All right, cool, right? Looks like a lodge, short handle. But I flip it over and I couldn't read what it says. But here it is. You can't.
You got to turn it
there,
right there. Yeah.
So what that is a little chef. Let me get closer. What that is a little chef guide that says Cook's Tools. China. There it is. So it's a Chinese knockoff of a Lodge. What's it worth? eBay said $15, $14.99. You might get $3 for it, you know, but no cracks. So we'll get that cleaned up. That'll be a nice, decent video with Keto Mike's skillet that he gave me. I don't know. Did I show that off a couple weeks ago?
You did.
Did I?
You can season your little bitty serving pan when you season that one.
Yep. So we'll do another cast iron seasoning video on that.
And last night, whenever we was at the auction, and he looked at me with his eyes squinted, like, "How did you see that from that far away?" And I told him, "The same way you saw a little cast iron skillet walking through in the pouring rain." I said, "You just happened to see it."
Yeah.
Pickle said Chinese invented cast iron.
They did.
Yep.
They did. It wasn't in America. America wasn't around when when cast iron started.
America's always been around. It just wasn't called America then.
Yeah. It was called Buffalo Hill. Buffalo over there. But anyway, so I got a couple new that pan there to play with. But that was the main part of the week. What did you end up doing?
This week really was at work. We're having an issue with we're losing clients. Because I fixed the computers for mainly grocery stores, and the grocery stores have gotten upgrades on our computer equipment, and like say company Toshiba. They just got new Toshiba computers, Toshiba self-checkout systems. And so what Toshiba has done, after selling them their equipment for their new installs, they decided they're also going to be providing 3 years of warranty service under all the stuff. So therefore, the stores don't need to pay us to service their equipment for the next 3 years because the service contract is coming with the purchase of the equipment.
Right.
So we've had 3 clients so far get the upgrade equipment, and so we've lost their service contract. So now the only contract that I say there's 2. That's Aldi and Target. So with all of our customers going away, my service calls have just really diminished. I've gone from doing 30 to 40 service calls a week to I'm lucky to get 10. And last week, for some reason, everything went wrong with Target and Aldi, and I ended up with, I think I closed the week out with 29 calls, which is, I haven't had that many calls in 6 months. But I had a really busy week of work last week, thank God, because now whenever our service calls are so few, at the end of the week, you say I've only got 28 hours. If I want a 40-hour paycheck, I've got to spend 12 hours of my PTO time to make that check come up to 40 hours. So I was glad I didn't have to use any PTO time last week, and plus I still had almost 10 hours overtime. This work was really busy.
So I don't know if you've all seen this, but it's the new Coke Zero, and it's spiced. I got it last week, and we didn't.
Spiced or spiked?
Spiced. SPICED. So I smell it, and it smells raspberry. So we are going to do a taste test because Brian's going to want to do a taste test. And how do I know that? Because he said last night at the auction, he was like, "We need to do taste tests, just line up a whole bunch of stuff." I was like, "We do taste tests. If you watched our video, you would know that." And he's like, yeah, okay. Anyway, so let me get one over to Brian here. Let me show you guys the label. Where are you going?
I'm ready to get Brian one.
Oh, here's the label. I don't know anything about it. It's 0-calorie soda, raspberry spiced. with other natural flavors. I don't know. We're going to try that. Let's see. All right.
Yeah, the raspberry fragrance is
Scotty said, "Wake Tom up." Somebody
Yeah.
wake him up.
All right. Down the hatch. Cheers.
Scared.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's not bad,
But it's a real raspberry flavor.
but now I know that I would never buy it. I mean,
Yeah.
if I was dying of thirst and my wife had one, of course I'd take a sip, but I wouldn't buy it.
Yeah, I don't think I would buy it either.
Yeah.
But you know, everybody's taste is different.
But it's kind of like cheer wine. But it's more raspberry.
Yeah, that's very raspberry. That's like raspberry candy raspberry.
Yeah.
You know, and people would love it, you know, and some people would not like it, you know.
Yeah. We'll turn this up a little bit. All right. Well, we tried it.
But I'd rather taste test that than some of the stuff your daughters bring on here.
Oh, I know, right? Sometimes they bring crap on here. We're like, ugh.
I think they pick it out just to make us give a funny face on camera.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of which, so I don't know if anybody's watched the video, but we did the what we call the PCH special.
I saw that. I can't remember. I'm saying, what is PCH? And then at the end of watching it, you finally explained it. And I said, oh, okay. But I'm sitting here the whole time watching it, going through my head, what the heck is PCH? I could not figure out what the acronym was for.
Yep. So that's one of the guys I walk with. He's in our group. And he always orders coleslaw on either on top or on the side of whatever he orders. So like we the whole thing is they either walk, run, or exercise, right? And you do it for 45 minutes to an hour as a group. I walk, so sometimes I got people with me, sometimes not. The PCH is a runner, so an exercise guy, so he'll do that with them. But we go to breakfast, and that's the fellowship part of it. And in that, he would always order, like if he orders a salad, he'll get like a chicken salad or whatever. He'll get a fried egg on top and coleslaw on the side. Like he ordered a breakfast meal, he gets coleslaw on the side. Well, the one day he ordered the pancakes, the eggs, the bacon, and then coleslaw. And he said, "You want it all together?" And he said, "Yeah, just however you do it's fine." So the waitress told the cook that, and the cook brought it out. When they brought it out, it was a pancake, scrambled eggs, bacon, coleslaw, then a pancake on top. And we were like, there was like 20 of us sitting there, and we're like, what? And he doused it in syrup, and he put hot sauce on it. And halfway through, he had to get up and make more room. Came back, and he finished it, and we're like, there's no way. Somehow, a couple of guys were like, you need to make a video, and I was like, all right, I'll make a video. It's been a month, but, we still talk about it. So I made the video, and
has he seen it?
I don't know. I sent it to him. I sent him a picture, and then I sent him the link to the video, so I don't know if he's watched it yet. But one of the other guys yesterday said, okay, man, I watched your video. He goes, it's a true story. He goes, I was there for that. It did happen. He goes, but I got to ask you, how was it? And surprisingly, the hot sauce brought down the sweetness, and the slaw actually gave it texture instead of being all mush. So those points, it did work. I don't know that I would order it again. I would make it, I don't know that I would make it every Sunday, but once in a while when I want something different. Like if I was doing my pulled pork pancakes, I could see putting slaw on top of that. But I don't know. But PCH, brother, props, man. That was something. And the thing that surprised me the most was Cub really liked it. she was like, okay, I've got to try this. And I was trying to think, how do I do this video? And I just did I sped it up and did it real fast, like the cooks and the eggs, the pancakes, the bacon, all that stuff. And then at the end, you hear Cub go, oh no, no. So, but let's see. What we got going on in the chat? Anything?
Yeah, there was a couple comments while you were talking. I didn't want to cut you off. So.
Oh, okay.
Cut us off. We're used to it.
There, some people said they're on West Coast Pacific time, and
yeah.
So obviously the time change has affected some people this morning, and
well, I needed to call for the day. That's for sure. I did see Scotty put out the Uncle Steve ribs with the new rib magic spice. So he gave it like 3 thumbs up. So I'm looking forward to getting a hold of some of that. I'm going to have to order some of that. That up a little bit more. So
yeah, so he did one with mustard as the binder and one with oil as a binder.
Yep. Scotty has done all kinds of stuff. He's the backyard guy.
That's something I never use a binder whenever I do my stuff.
I don't anymore.
I can't say never. I mean, I have, but that's just not something that I use. I just don't use the binders.
I don't anymore. I used to, like even with pork butts, I was like mustard guy. And then now there's enough moisture in it that I don't need it.
Exactly.
And I'm getting to where I'm like, I don't even need all the seasonings until the end. Like I get better bark, I get better smoke, I get better everything with just simple 2 parts black pepper, 1 part salt.
Scotty says magic ribs are good.
Magic rib, yeah, buddy. So that's just my take on it. Is I like it better with just salt and pepper to smoke, and then at the end when I pull, that's when I add the seasonings in the shape or whatever, and bring in that flavor.
And my only thing about adding the seasoning now, I'll add a little bit of extra seasoning for a little extra flavor when I pull, but I don't like the grittiness of the actual seasonings themselves. So if you have it all on the outside during your whole entire cook, it's like it melts and absorbs into the meat or whatever. But at the end, whenever you got it all pulled and you sprinkle the seasoning on it, I don't like the dry grittiness feeling I get from eating the pork. So that's why I always, I will sprinkle some just to get a fresh touch up of some of the seasoning, but I just don't like that grittiness flavor or texture. It's the texture, not the flavor.
I never get that. Of course, I had the jus back in. I always had the jus or apple juice or something back in to help keep it from drying out.
Scotty said 250 ways to make something.
You're right, bro. There's no right and no wrong. It's all personal preference.
Pickle says put some celery seed in your salt and pepper. Boom, smoke ring.
Yep. That's one of the main ingredients in my sweet rub. Is celery seed.
One of the tricks of the trade on the competition circuit.
Yep. But let's see. We got a comp coming up next week. Next month.
Next month.
About a month away.
Just gotta get the payment in next week.
Yeah. I gotta get my drum cleaned up, get it ready to go. It's over in the corner.
Yeah.
It's over here in the corner. I got to put away because before I got diagnosed and everything, and we did a cook. Did a cook for a graduation party and left the cookers there.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And the guy, it was months later because everything happened, right? And I wasn't cooking but he did the right thing to clean them out, get all the grease out of them, but he used a pressure washer and got it all down to bare metal and didn't reseason. So there's surface rust in there, and I put up a video a while back when I did a couple of them. I had to redo, and anyway, so this one I didn't need. I'm not cooking like I was, so I didn't need all the drums up and functioning. But since we're getting ready to do a comp, and that's my comp drum, that'll be a video coming up. I haven't opened it in like 3 years.
Ooh.
So
you might get a wicked surprise.
I doubt it's molded because there wasn't any moisture in it. But it's definitely gonna have some rust in it. But I'm hoping I can just do some water and vinegar,
Right.
spritz it on there and wipe it down instead of having to use the grinder.
Pickle says the Adventure Time song is going around in my head nonstop.
I know the Adventure Time, but I never watched. I didn't pay no attention to it. I never watched it.
Yeah. I remember it was a cartoon my kids watched. That's all I remember from
I know your son was really big into it.
Yeah.
So, but we were talking, about doing this comp, and
I really need to take and burn the outside of my drum off, get all that old paint off, and then mine needs repainted back.
So we were kicking it around, and well, we've kind of kicked it around, and let me get this thing quick. Anyway, so we were kicking around. So what they do is a Friday night, they have an anything but category, and yeah, we're trying to make big pancakes. But they have a Friday night category, and it's anything but. And what that means is anything but pulled pork. So they don't want any kind of pulled pork. And you have 2 different teams of judges that come around, and they sample what you got, and then they go off, and they get your sample, they go off and they talk about it, and then they score it, and then they go to the next one. And then you have the public that comes around, and they give you a ticket, and tickets are normally like $1 or $2, and they give you a ticket, and then at the end of the night, whoever's got the most tickets wins the People's Choice. So majority of the time, the idea is to showcase something that you're cooking and bring recognition to your team, whatever. We've spent a lot of money for nothing.
Especially our first year.
And so trying to keep it as inexpensive, right? We did boiled peanuts one year.
Yeah.
I brought out my big pot. We did boiled peanuts, and I ended up eating boiled peanuts for a year. I had them in the freezer, like in bags. I mean, we wailed. I think we did 30 pounds of peanuts.
We did a lot.
And, did them barbecue. So, and I was thinking, I might have to look that back up because I've got a bag of peanuts in there I need to do something with. And anyway, but when I got the water going, I added barbecue seasoning into the water instead of Cajun seasoning. So they gave it, and then when we were done, we didn't get a whole lot of flavor that way. But when we were done, we sprinkled the seasoning on top. And that gave you more flavor. And we turned some people on to some boiled peanuts. We had a few people tell us there ain't no way you did boiled peanuts in this amount of time. So, hey, whatever. But
Pickle says if you haven't seen the video for making bacon pancakes, you have to watch it now.
Oh, for Adventure Time?
Yeah, I guess.
But then, so we were talking, and I guess I'm going a long way around. But we're going to get to one Sunday morning, we're going to do popcorn in a cast iron skillet or a cast iron Dutch oven, probably either the 20 or the 14, and do popcorn. And then we're going to take like the spritz butter, like you do for a low country bowl. We'll get the spritz butter and then So you'll get your sample spritz, and then you'll get a shake, Gator shake or dessert shake or something like that sprinkled on top.
Pickle says now.
All right, let's do it now.
Oh, Charlie's ready now, huh? I think he wants the pancakes now.
He's wanting me to look up the video now.
Oh, well, I don't know how to share that onto the. I think he's wanting the pancakes now because the bacon's.
What do you want, Pickles? Do you want the video or do you want the pancake now?
I think he wants pancakes now.
Adventure Time pancakes with bacon.
But so that's kind of what we're thinking, because that way we're showcasing Uncle Steve's. Boom, shout out. And we're showing something different in cast iron. Something people probably don't do anymore unless you're a Boy Scout. So
we did that a lot at the campsite.
So it's something I know I haven't done in a cast iron. So I think it'd be pretty cool. And then, you know, if we got it rolling and the video, then pancakes. Okay. So. I like that. He's even in a cast iron skillet. Check that out. All right, Charlie. All
That
right.
song is an earworm.
Yeah, now it's going to be stuck in my head. Thick pancakes, make pancakes. It's kind of like that peanut butter and jelly time. Peanut butter and jelly time.
Yeah.
What time? Peanut butter and jelly time. Peanut butter and jelly time. All right. Let's get some pancake mix rolling here. You know what? I was thinking the other day I was using my whisk. I broke out Grandma's whisk, fork, and I was like, you know, I bought a whisk. I bought a whole set of them, and I don't ever use them. I don't remember my grandparents ever using a whisk. Like my grandma's? I don't know. They might have. I'm assuming they did. But water right here. I just made these the other day, so I know how much of what.
When I make pancakes, I don't even measure anything. I pour in the batter, add water and mix it until it gets to the right consistency and stop.
Well, I just made these the other day, and I was like, well, let me make pancakes, making pancakes, making pancakes, making pancakes.
And if I'm doing a big breakfast cook on my griddle, remember I fire up the Blackstone, I make a bunch of batter, and I got a lot of like empty ketchup bottles that I keep, and I pour the pancake batter in the ketchup bottle, and that's what I use to squirt the pancakes onto my griddle.
So there we go. Go ahead. Finish up your story, then I got a question about that.
No, that's what I do. And then also in the morning, like if you only want 1 or 2 small pancakes, you don't got to mix up a whole batch of pancake batter. You just pull the ketchup bottle out of the refrigerator. Batter's already in it. Squirt you up 2 pancakes, and then you're done.
Okay, so here's what I was going to say about that. I thought about that, but you don't get all the batter out of it, right?
Yeah, there's always some on the walls.
Yeah, so there's like a pancake worth of batter stuck on the walls of the thing. So you lose.
No, you just mix up more batter and dump it back in there. It's a constant thing.
Okay.
Pickle says you could put dehydrated eggs in your pancake batter too.
Dehydrated eggs.
Would
Yeah,
that be
it's
like
egg
scrambled eggs?
Yeah. I'm just trying to like.
We used all those. We used that in the Army.
It's sinking in, like it has to go in, bounce around, and then like connect the dots, rerouting, that kind of stuff, right?
You want me to drain this grease off of this bacon before we add it to the pattern?
No, because I'm going to use the bacon.
No, I mean the bacon itself.
Yeah, put it on paper towel.
Okay. I just didn't know if you wanted me to go ahead and do that.
Yeah, put some paper towels down, and I was like, huh? Too much going on.
Ooh. It's that damn song.
Well, multitasking.
Bacon pancakes, bacon pancakes.
I have a hard time multitasking. So if there's too much going on, like trying to think of dehydrated eggs, and then do you want me to drain? Whoa, stop. Time out. Because I was thinking I was going to make more pancakes mix. So hold on. One confusion at a time. So, all right. Well, let me reach over here. Let's see. What else we got going on?
You got a couple of different events coming up next month, trips and stuff.
Yep. So we got another 5K planned. Next month's gonna be busy.
Yeah.
March, April. Yeah. We got National Cornbread Festival. I'm kind of excited about that one.
Scotty says Army eggs.
Yep.
National Cornbread Festival is coming up. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to that. And then we've got we got another 5K for the local festival here in town, and we got our first competition since March of 2020 that we're actually cooking in. So
I've been looking forward to that for a long time.
Yep. And I've kind of set that as a goal, but I'm not like, I don't know, maybe I'll get bit by the bug again. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Pickle says, yep, and camping. Army eggs are the camping eggs.
Camping eggs, yeah.
We used to get those in the little plastic bag that you get at the camping sections in the stores. And then you boil your water over the campfire and just pour it in the bag. Then use a fork and fluff it up. I remember the Boy Scouts, whenever you get a new scout who had never seen that before, and they just can't believe that you can get eggs out of powder, and it's pretty neat.
Yeah. Okay. So while that's heating up, go ahead and drop some bacon in there.
I'm making 2 batches.
No.
It's all in there then?
No, not all. Just I need some from the garnish. All right. That'll work. Then I'll mix that in. So yeah, probably going to start working some cornbread recipes in through the week. My wife's like, no. But I'm like, yeah.
Well, she's not here today, so she has no comment.
Right. So I did try it. I've got the video already up, ready to go. I did try one of the Lodge bags of cornbread mix.
Right.
My cousin gave me one. And I used heavy whipping cream instead of buttermilk because that's what I had. And it came out really dry and gritty. So I think if I had used buttermilk, it would have been better. But, hey, whatever. It happens. I lost complete train of thought. But I have a couple other ones I'm going to try to work on. Put up the video for Keto Mike on how to start the drum.
Right.
There was one part where I started talking about how I light it from the bottom, and that's where you and I differ.
Right.
And
you explained that on the video too.
Yeah. And I know Scotty he's got the gravity feed, so he lights from the bottom. Charlie's got a WSN, and same concept as a drum. How do you start yours, Scott? Charlie, do you start yours from the bottom, or do you pour the chimney on top? I know Pit Barrel Cooker, they tell you to start it from the top, dump your coals on top. But here's the but. With that, they have a shorter basket. Their basket's only yay high. So you don't have as much coal for the ash to go through to fall out the bottom.
And whenever I'm doing a full cook, like I throw 4 or 6 butts on my drum or whatever, I don't have to stop midway through cook to shake the ash out. But every time, whenever I finish the cook, whenever I start the next cook, I do pick it up and shake it out and get all the excess ash that while the fire was being snuffed out, built up inside the coals. But I don't ever have a problem with the ash choking out the fire during the cook.
I'll have it to where it'll hit a certain temp, and then like after you wrap, it doesn't matter, right? So
all you need are BTUs then.
Yeah, so I'll crank the heat up. I'll try to get it up to 350, 400. I don't care, because I want to sleep. So I'll try to jack it up, and it won't go up. And you're like, why am I sitting right here? I got all my vents open, everything. It should be moving. Shake the drum, and the ash will fall.
Also, got to think, your drum, your fire basket, the freaking wash tub. It's freaking 4 foot tall.
Yeah, I could fit a 20-pound bag and then some in it. So there is that.
Yeah, I mean, you got a slight difference there.
So that's why I was, that's one of the things we go back and forth on, where I'll pull the basket out and I'll shake it and get all the stuff out of it. And then I'll put the tumbleweeds at the bottom, light the tumbleweed, set the basket on top so it lights up from the bottom. And then I don't have any issues. Or I'll dig out the center so that way I can strategically place my wood, not in the center, but, out on the, say, midway to the edge.
Right.
So I don't get the wood ignited during the initial startup. Should be getting close. Yeah, I think my gas is getting low. It's wide open. I think my gas is getting low.
Do you have another tank in here?
It's around back, but it's all right. We got enough to keep on. So,
so I can run and get it real quick. We're still in the green.
Yeah, I mean, it's just getting low. Let's go ahead and put some bacon grease down because they're baking pancakes. Now it's going to be stuck in my head, dude.
Yeah.
Thanks, Charlie.
Okay. It says I usually go minnow method.
Minion. Yeah, and that's where you're digging out the center, or you're putting like a coffee can in the center and then putting the coals around it. So your chimney goes right in the center and then it burns up and out. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing, but modified. Instead of using a chimney, I just throw the tumbleweed in the bottom and go. I don't know why I just thought of this. Have you seen the new Blackstones?
I don't ever look for them. I mean, I've got them in the house. I don't need to look at them anymore.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I'll see a video pop up or a little snippet pop up on like YouTube or something, but I don't ever really go looking for the new Blackstones.
Todd Tobin put up a video, and I was watching it, and I've seen a couple other people posting videos about them, and they're the Adventure Series. And I guess they're Walmart exclusives, and they're only in the camping aisle. And we just got to shut the door.
Yeah.
I don't even know what they're barking about. But tell he ain't got dogs because they're like, who the hell was that?
They were like looking out the back window.
Yeah, they heard
Something, yeah.
sometimes fire truck, ambulance, something on the line.
Yeah. Probably, yeah, fire truck, ambulance.
Yeah, my fire's going down. Shit. It's out the back door, so anyway, so the thing is that they're showing is that it's instead of a cold rolled steel top, it's cast aluminum with a non-stick coating on it. So I don't know. They look interesting. I don't know that I'm not looking for one, but I thought they were interesting. There's two. There's a 20-inch griddle. Then there's one that has like a 14-inch griddle and a side burner.
They're barking along to the making bacon pancakes.
Yep. Well, this is kind of disappointing, but anyway, it happens. I knew it was getting close. I should have brought that around, but it happened. The other thing I was going to do was go ahead and get this set up.
Boy, I had to crawl through the jungles of Vietnam down in the backyard.
Oh, I'm telling you, man, we've gotten so much rain the last couple days, or the last couple weeks, that my backyard needs cut. So I'm also going to bust out the Millennium Falcon because wife's not here. Oops. Oh, I just put the. Yep, train wreck. Here we go. We're starting to go off the rails. Starting to go off the rails.
You need the cord right here, roughly.
I will.
That orange cord.
Yeah.
On the front.
I probably shouldn't have the electric.
And you can just put it under the thing for him.
You got that on there. Yep, nice and taut. Let's go ahead and see if I can.
Thank you.
There we go. That's better.
Oh, yeah.
That's better. You see it?
Yeah. Oh, nope. They don't see that.
Yep, that's all right. It's working. Okay, so now we got the. I shouldn't have that right by the gas. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
It's just you.
Gosh, dang it. Put the cord right in the pancake mix again. Y'all see what we're doing now? We're going off the rails. It's been an hour. Kind of like Tom said, you go to the Chinese place, they're done in 5 minutes, and it takes me an hour.
Yeah.
But hey, whatever.
But we're having fun. That's all that matters.
Yep, that's it. It's going to taste good.
So Madwood Barbecue says, I spent $1,500 in truck parts this weekend.
Ooh. I am not envious of that. I am not envious. But it's going to be a new truck, right?
Yeah.
Should be.
Yeah. I wonder what parts he got for his truck. Or what parts he needed?
A lot.
He needed everything.
Oh,
He got snatched.
Yeah. He was in a wreck.
oh, that's not good.
Yep. The truck was in a wreck. So Brian, what do you got going on? Anything you got something coming up, don't you?
Oh yeah, I am going back to Kentucky next Saturday, or this coming Saturday, for a week because my birthday is coming up on the 20th. So I'm going back to celebrate with some family and friends. So that should be fun. So I won't be here the next 2 weeks. But you know what? I think the guys would be doing good. And I think they'll have it all under control.
So when we get Brian to grow a good beard, then we might bring him on as a full time. Then we'd have to change our name to something.
The three bearded guys,
Yeah.
besides the three amigos, or
I was
three
thinking about that
musketeers.
again today. Like I was like, we need to change the name of this live because kids aren't here anymore. They're kind of hit and miss. So
The Smoking Bear, or yeah, I guess Smoking Bears would still be the thing. You guys are both
bearded bears. I don't know. Anyway.
Or you have to have chest hairs, or something.
No. Now the other day I was going to do the keto show with no shirt on. I was just going to put my apron on, but we're cooking and they don't need to see that. Y'all don't need to see that.
And especially considering no shirt on, your view is from right here, only the apron. They're gonna think you're back here naked.
Yeah, but I'll be rocking my jammy pants. But yeah.
Ooh, that's smoking.
That's about time to flip these too.
Yeah, they're getting there. That one's not quite there yet.
We're at 9:57 right now.
Yeah. But if I don't at least have one pancake, then it's kind of like a wasted video. Charlie will get upset and he'll hit me up on the old socials and be like, dude, has a video making bacon pancakes and never finished the pancake.
So cast iron, IRL with honey.
Yeah.
Says, morning. Looks like I'm just in time to laugh out loud.
Yeah, buddy. Tom already made that thing, man, the comment that the Chinese guys at the restaurants can get it done in 5 minutes, and it takes me an hour just to fry bacon.
Yeah. And Pickle says, morning, James.
Oops. So anyway, how are you doing, James? I was showing off a couple new pieces that I got. One was a $5 little serving dish. I got it like a Five Below store.
You want to get a little closer so they can see that a little bit?
It's just a little five one. Yeah. Got it for $5. Nothing big. Little serving dish. Mainly got it for the Wednesday nights. So.
And then your find from yesterday?
Yes. So this one, Chinese knockoff of a Lodge, and it is a Cook's Tools. Worth about nothing, but it's not cracked. So pulled it out of a dumpster. Yay! The wife was kind of honked off. She was like, "Are you serious? You're dumpster diving?" And I was like, "I run a cast iron rehabilitation center." So, yeah. Yeah, we're ready. Oh, look at that.
So cast iron says, time change sucks. Went yesterday and got some pictures of the former Wagner plant.
Yeah. There ain't much left, is there, Bubba? Like they tore it down. And I can't tell you how long that they've been trying to get that area tore down because the building was just dilapidated. I mean, it was just a tornado would take it completely down. I mean, it was bad. And the problem was there were so many zoning, the way they zone it, there was like 45 different. It crossed over 45 different zones. So the city couldn't get enough money together to tear it down because you had to buy out all these different zones.
Oh wow!
It was a mess, millions of dollars just to get it to where they could tear it down. They finally did it, and they knocked it down end of November, December, beginning of December. I think it was beginning of December, and they hauled off. They've been hauling stuff off, so I see pictures here and there of what it looks like, them hauling stuff off. So kind of sad. I wasn't into cast iron until about 2014, 2015. So it was when I got in, started probably 2014 or so, started getting into it. So, I mean, growing up there, we weren't into it. So it was just another job. It was another factory. It was a foundry. It was just a job. So now that I'm into it, I'm kind of like, damn, but missed opportunities, but, hey, whatever. So, but yeah. I got a couple pictures when we were back the last time. I got a couple pictures of before they tore it down. This is steaming, so we're going to leave it sit. Okay. Let's see. What was it? I was getting ready to do something. What was I going to do? Flip these?
Just check.
Yep. We'll let that one go. Brian's over there. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, buddy. This side's not near as
Put
hot.
them on the hot side.
Yep. Let them toast up a little bit more. Go ahead and get some more going. Because I can. So, what's anybody's St. Patty's Day plans? What kind of cook you got going on?
Yeah, for me, I'm never one to celebrate or participate in St. Patrick's Day festivities. I mean, I know that corned beef is really popular for St. Patrick's Day and stuff, but I don't like corned beef. It's just, to me, St. Patrick's Day is not a holiday. I mean, I do nothing different. I'll have a bologna sandwich. Hamburger helper. I mean,
Okay,
Need
so
some green hair, some green beer.
yeah.
Green cookies.
Okay, so we're done talking to you. So, what about you, Brian?
Since it's so close to my birthday, I don't really go out, but I try to think about it, and I might do the green cookies and some snack cakes or something, But that's my. So Tom says, "Oh my gosh, time change, time change."
Yeah.
And it's all right. We're still rocking and rolling, Tom.
I remember a couple of years after St. Patrick's Day, I told you I went to Food Lion and they had all these St. Patrick's Day, all these corned beefs, brisket flats on sale. I picked up like 5 of them. I'm like, man, these were only $8 or $6 or whatever. I got them home and I thought the little packet that came inside was what made it corned beef. So I threw away the packet and then I proceeded to cook the brisket, and it came out and it tasted like crap. And it's because there was already brine and stuff in the seasoning. I didn't know that. I thought that the packet inside it was what made it corned beef. So if I threw the packet away, I just had a brisket flat. I was sadly mistaken.
Tom, we're making bacon.
This was
on
before we were
pancakes
friends. Yeah.
But that's how little we ever paid attention to St. Patrick's Day. I mean, it was not.
So Peyton's birthday is like the 18th. So her birthday has always been kind of associated with St. Patty's Day, and we always do, kind of like the birthday stuff. And St. Patrick's Day is her favorite because it's right there. And So we always do kind of something. She always dresses like a leprechaun, you know, kind of her little thing.
So Pickle says corned beef, cabbage, carrot, potatoes, delicious. I picked up a second one since they're cheap and make pastrami.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have to pick one up this week. Was it, I think you asked me last night if I'd ever smoked a corned beef. And I was like, yeah, then it turns into pastrami. But yeah, my wife, she loves anything with taters. So her corned beef, cabbage comes with taters. Like, you have to have taters.
Pickle says it's called corned beef because it's cured, and they use it. They used to use salt the size of corn kettles.
Oh, corn kernels, huh? Like, I knew it was the brining process,
Right.
but I didn't know that the salt was that big. Okay.
That is very interesting, Pickles.
But that's what I thought. I mean, I thought that the seasoning packet, you open that up and put it in your water, and then you soak the brisket flat, and that's how you made it into corned beef. So I thought if you just threw that packet away, you didn't have to worry about corned beef. It was a brisket. Nope, I found out otherwise. What was that thing?
Yeah, well, it stopped steaming, so that's why I was like, But I didn't have enough to make a full Millennium Falcon, so I could make more, but
Coney dogs and corned beef, things that make Rusty say,
there's a lot of things. I'm just going to say there's a lot of things.
A lot of stuff.
That make Rusty go,
And things that seem so normal to other people, just like the, what was that restaurant? Hoof and Barrel.
Oh, yeah.
I thought Hoof and Barrel was a farm store. Something for, cattle or something, because hoof, I'm thinking, horse hoof, cow hoof, barrel, that's what grain would come in. I thought it was a farming store.
And it is a Western theme, like, I don't want to say steakhouse, but they had burgers, and they had like different dinners and stuff.
I would never have gone there. Never thought that was a restaurant. Let me go in there and get a burger. I never would have thought that just because of the name.
Tom says, I ain't Irish. My mom's family was Scottish, and my dad was German. Not a fan of corned beef. But the Hoof and Barrel restaurant was very good, Rusty. I highly recommend it, and I would like to go back.
Yep. And that's where our walk was yesterday, over by there.
Yeah, we actually walked by there twice.
Yeah.
No, did we walk by it twice or just once? I think once, and then we drove by it when we went.
I don't remember.
Pickle says, I'm not Chinese, but I like Chinese food.
We are Siamese. If you remember that song? What was it? It was the two cats, the Siamese cats. Was it from the Aristocats?
That sounds familiar, but I just can't think of where that.
I think it was the Aristocats, where they would sing that. They were walking, and there's two Siamese cats.
Did the cats were they washed slightly faces with slanted eyes?
Yes,
I remember that vaguely.
Yeah, they were Siamese cats. Y'all want eggs? You want eggs?
Yeah, I'll take some if you're offering it.
Okay. Hold on, I got to remember what I was doing.
Eggs.
Yeah, but there's a trash can right in front of me. Okay. Yeah. We'll set this over here. I'm going to get it together one day. One day. Don't count on it, but some of my kids must be out back playing.
Yeah. Tom says, Charlie, you'll eat people if it wasn't illegal.
Well, now, he did say that, if he was stranded on a desert island with CJ, he'd start with the heart.
Yeah. And Cast Iron IRL says, Lady and the Tramp.
Was it Lady and the Tramp?
And Uncle Steve says, morning, y'all.
Morning, Uncle Steve.
Morning, Uncle Steve.
We're trying to decide which one of your shakes is going to go best on popcorn for our anything but category in our next competition. What do you think we should flavor our popcorn with?
Yeah, buddy. Because we got one coming up, and we're planning on. I'm thinking about doing getting out the big Dutch oven and doing popcorn in it, and then spritzing with So when we put it in a little 2-ounce sample cup or whatever kind of sample cup we get, spritz it with a little bit of I can't believe it's not butter, and then top it with a shake. So what do you think, bub? He's like,
And Uncle Steve says, hi, everybody. Okay, here's his comment. It says, original, gator, or sweet and spicy.
Okay, yeah. I was thinking the OG. I didn't think of. I was thinking dessert or gator. So yeah.
What do you think, Uncle Steve? What do you think about the dessert?
Yeah, the dessert would be killer on it. Kind of having a moment where I'm like,
And the sweet and spicy is actually my favorite. It's my favorite rub.
And as soon as I asked that, Uncle Steve says, "Oh, sweet dessert, or sweet dessert."
yeah, because we're gonna obviously showcase Uncle Steve's while we're out there. Do the old pig shake and smoke bomb. Little SPG. I might get my order in. But I don't know how this is going to work there.
We're getting a lot of people joining at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
10 because of the time change.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, I just put that on there to finish up.
Get it out your way.
I'm gonna do a Millennium Falcon.
Oh my gosh!
Ooh.
A Millennium Falcon egg.
Gotta get your silicone brush. Do some bacon grease in there.
Oh, Uncle Steve says, I will be sending you the new magic ribs.
That's what whenever I saw the video yesterday, I want some of that.
Yeah, that stuff looks great. I watched Scotty's video on it, and I was like, ooh. Yeah.
Okay. Pickle says, genie in a bottle.
Let's see. Y'all can't see this, can you? Let me turn this a little bit. There.
Yeah, it's good right there.
Use the force, Luke.
So quiet.
Cast Iron IRL says, we are making popcorn the other night. One of the kids wondered if taco seasoning would work on popcorn.
Yes. All right. Well, that was all right. Cut that down. Hopefully it doesn't spill out everywhere.
Eggs don't rise too much.
Well, I put a little bit of water in it to make them fluffy. All right. That should be good. Because you didn't want eggs, right? All right. Yeah. Ooh,
Yeah,
I hear it popping.
I just used the last of my competition bird shake the other day.
Yeah.
Pickle says, sure, man. Lots of taco shells and tortillas are made from corn.
Yep.
Uncle Steve says, cast iron. Our West Coast shake would be perfect.
Yep. So we're planning on we're going to do a video on it probably in the next couple of weeks using either the 14 or the 20. Putting in a little popcorn oil, dropping the kernels in and making a good batch.
Madwood Barbecue says we got a comp against Kent, so I'll be getting some magic ribs too. And then Tom says I'm marinating chicken wings today with some barbecue seasoning. I'm hoping it turns out good.
I am going to add a little SPG to my wing or my wings, my eggs.
Those are future wings.
Yeah. I do like this SPG and the Lucky. Those are. Yep. All right. Let's let that go.
The Pickle says making Gazanzo Piena tonight. Come over, Tom.
Making.
I guess there's like the Gazanzo beans, kind of.
Gorgonzola.
Gorgonzola.
Man, my dyslexia was way off.
Mine too.
Penne is a noodle.
Noodle, yeah.
Yeah, it's the round noodles with the 45.
Yeah, like the elbow would be one, and then
Brian's starting to sound like Nolan rings.
Yeah. I was like, Gorgonzo, what? Gorgonzola. I thought my dyslexia was bad. Jeez. All right.
They said, isn't that like blue cheese?
Gorgonzola, yeah, but it's not as funky, I don't think.
I love blue cheese.
It's an Italian blue cheese.
Yeah. It's not as funky as blue cheese, because blue cheese has got the mold in it, or whatever the blue is. I guess it's mold. All right. Well, I reckon we can.
We're at 10:17 right now.
Yeah, I reckon we can plate one up. I reckon we can plate one up. Go ahead and let's get a big pancake down first.
Tom says, I'll pass, Charlie. I guess they're not fan of the blue cheese.
You've got to be a fan of blue cheese. I mean, you can't just get it on a whim, and I mean you have to like it. Kind of like blue cheese dressing, you have to really like it to. Come on now. You know what? I didn't bring out the syrup. That's all right. Syrup and hot sauce. They're both in the fridge.
I know you don't keep your syrup in the fridge.
Yeah.
Wow. That's gonna make it thick.
Where else are you supposed to keep it?
In your back pocket.
Do y'all keep syrup in the fridge?
Pickle says, I'm a fan of all food.
Okay. Let's drop a couple.
I guess that was his comment after the blue cheese comment.
Yeah. Get a few of these bacon pieces rolled out here like this. These guys, man, I've been cooking with Keto Mike and Keto Tom. Got to spruce it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the first person I've ever seen keep syrup in the refrigerator.
Doesn't it say to?
Yeah, I thought you were supposed to keep it in the fridge.
Oh, it says no need to refrigerate. Some of them, they used to say they had to refrigerate.
Yeah, that's what I always thought. You put it in the fridge.
54 years. It's always gone straight to the cabinet.
54 years.
All the way straight to the cabinet.
Whoa.
So whenever you go to pour it on, it's nice and smooth. It pours right out. It's not thick.
Here we go again. In Rusty's World. You remember that cartoon, Bobby's World?
Bobby's World. Howie Mandel.
Now we got Rusty's World. In Rusty's World. Shut up.
No, I'm serious.
Welcome to Sunday, everybody.
Yeah, this is welcome to Sunday. All right.
This stuff ain't scripted, y'all.
You can't script what we got going on. All right. Well, look, it's thick. Oh. Buddy, get it where you want,
Ooh. Ah.
I can hear Tom right now. Oh. Bacon and syrup, buddy.
Oh, Tom just commented, so let's see what his comment was. Lee has the Millennial Falcon pancake maker.
Oh, yeah.
Does he also have the TIE Fighter pasta maker?
No, I don't. There's a TIE Fighter pasta maker.
Ooh.
Just saying. You want hot sauce, Brian?
No, thank you.
All right, well.
I live a mild life. You know.
Here's our breakfast. Y'all can't see that. It's all blurred out. All right, well.
Yeah, the white plate kind of reaches out.
Yeah, and I was looking. I was going to get more blue ones, but I hadn't got there yet.
Those look like the blue ones out of my camping set.
Well, I got those because when I was single, I was living with, well, the first roommate I had, he wouldn't do dishes. And he waited until the cupboards were completely bare before he would do dishes.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I'm going to fix you, buddy. So I bought a couple camping plates. And after every meal, I would wash it.
Yeah.
I'd put it in the strainer. I had one set of silverware. And I would wash them and put them up on one pot, one pan, all that. And then the one day he said, man, we got to do dishes. I said, what you mean we? Well, we're out. The cupboards are empty. I was like, mine's right there. I went to these because it was hot water, easy clean, everything.
Pickle says if you have real maple syrup with no preservatives, it would go in the fridge. If you have fake crud like Mrs. Butterworth, it has preservatives, so it doesn't need to be refrigerated.
Do you want coleslaw on this?
No.
All right. Well, here, let me get you a fork. I'll hand that over to him. Let's see how this Millennium Falcon egger's looking. It did rise, so it didn't get the top. But I think it's going to be okay. Oh, yes. Ooh, I'm getting excited. Let's,
Dwayne says, hello, Lee and everyone.
What up, Big D?
Tom says, honestly, Mrs. Butterworth tastes like crap. I never liked it.
Oh, Mrs. Butterworth is my favorite syrup.
I don't mind it. I mean, I'm a sugar-free guy, so I get the store brand.
And Pickle says,
that's what I get now.
hello, Dwayne.
Okay. Bam. Stupid lighting. You can't see nothing. Well, that's even worse.
Yeah.
Millennium Falcon eggs.
Yeah, you can see it a little bit right there.
Millennium Falcon eggs. All right.
And Dwayne says, hi, everyone.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. All right. So, anyway, Millennium Falcon eggs. Let's just get back to the start of the show, the bacon pancake. Want a bacon pancake? Let's try them out.
Pickle says, yeah, it's corn syrup with maple flavoring.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
Mm-hmm. Got bacon in it.
Yeah, definitely good. Hey, give it a whirl. I will add a little hot sauce. So I don't know what it's been a little thing here lately, where a little hot sauce on my eggs and a little bit on my pancake. I don't hate it. Especially on my eggs. I really like it on my eggs. And I did see the new Chipotle flavor you were talking about. Or was it Chipotle or Tabasco? They had a new flavor. We talked about it last week. But that's all I got, man. Okay.
Little dry.
He got choked up.
54 years. Never had a pancake that dry.
This is what I get for picking up a dry pancake and not putting any butter or syrup on it. I did it to myself.
So Tom says, Dwayne, I forgot to tell you, my son got a 18th century cookbook for Christmas.
Oh, a Townsend's. Oh, nice. I didn't know he put out one. So Townsend's he does like 18th century cooking, like all outdoors, makes the teepees, he dresses in the garb, like it's pretty cool.
Oh wow! I saw this. You might have been the one that told me about it, but cooking yesteryear.
Yeah.
I mean, and I saw a couple of his videos, and some of those are really interesting. He gives you the history behind the recipe,
Yeah.
and the oldest recipe that he can find. I mean, this is really interesting stuff.
Yeah, tasting history is the same kind of way. Oh, gosh darn it. Pancake mix is
So,
like my kid or something, man.
Oh, whenever Teresa and I was watching your Cook Wednesday, and y'all talking about doing keto chili fries on this Wednesday,
Yeah.
I just happened to go to Google and type in keto chili cheese fries, and then so many different things popped up. I was really surprised at how many. I mean, there was literally hundreds of keto chili cheese fries recipes. And Teresa said, "Why don't you make it too? And then y'all do a 3-way video. I can sit here and watch all 3 of y'all."
Good. Yeah, that'd be interesting.
But we started looking at those things, and I mean, the things I never thought of that they were using as potato substitute, a rutabaga.
Yeah.
I mean,
Rutabaga or jicama.
Mm-hmm.
Dwayne said both of them are fantastic channels.
Yep. Jicama, I've never used jicama or rutabaga. I think I've had rutabaga once.
I think I've had it once.
I love these history channels. It shows here Charlie lived as a kid.
There's one that I watch every now and again, and there's like no talking, and it's like 18th century where they dress to the time, and she cooks in a wood, like a fireplace. Everything she makes, and there's no talking. It's all just kind of like a low music and was it ASMR, and you just watch her do all the stuff. And she bakes, and she doesn't use any of the modern tools or utensils. She uses all what they would have had at that time.
All those videos where they don't speak, I lose interest so quick.
Yeah.
I have a hard time getting through those.
Tasting history with Max Miller
Yep.
and Townsend are very interesting.
Yep. They're pretty cool.
But there's this one, I can't remember the name of the channel, but I've seen several of their videos. They cook in their, like you said, in their fireplace, but in their fireplace is just freaking huge. It's a stone surrounded on the outside, and it's so big they've actually got a tripod. I'm like,
Wow.
I mean, it's just gigantic.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tom says, I love tasting history.
Yeah, he's got some pretty good stuff on there. I'm kind of like I have to be kind of in the mood for his videos though. Like I can't just throw it on, and I have to be kind of in the mood for it. So I'm about 3 or 4 videos behind on his.
I don't know if you've watched Dylan yet with his baking yesterday I told you about, but he's a really funny guy to watch. He does a whole lot of baking, and he'll like find a cookbook from 1916, and there's some kind of a cake or a brownie or something. But all he does is baking, and he follows it to the T. And they're giving out certain measurements that don't exist anymore.
Right.
And he has to do research to find out what that measurement was and stuff. But he's really funny too. And Tamara got me his cookbook for Christmas.
Okay.
Tom says, I made wings once using fried chicken recipe from Townsend. Best wings I ever had.
Sweet. Well, I think that's all we got. I've got a little bit of cleanup to do and nap. Yeah. So, well, you got anything?
Nope.
Would you make these again?
No, I make these all the time.
Not pancakes. You mean with bacon in them?
Oh. I got nothing against it, of course. I just
Dwayne says
really
in
funny.
rural.
how Teresa. It's a strange, not phobia, but a strange thing about her. She hates for her food to be mixed. Can you believe? I mean, I've heard that there's people that don't like food to touch, like corn can't touch their green beans or something like that.
Yep. My brother-in-law was the same way.
But like this right here, she would want me to fry the bacon, and then she would want her bacon and her pancakes individually.
Well, then that's not bacon pancakes. It's bacon in pancakes or with pancakes.
Right. And I'm just saying that's just a funny thing about her. Granted, I don't have any funny issues.
Whoa! Okay, but
Dwayne,
you know the storm, the rain has moved out. We don't want it to come back because somebody's about to get hit by lightning. So I don't want to be hurt.
So Dwayne says in rural areas of North America, even in the 1950s, there was people who lived in homes without power.
Yep.
And then he says, I have some cousins who lived in a home without power, even in the 1950s. And then Tom says, there are people in West Virginia that don't have power or running water.
There's also people in West Virginia that only have one branch on their family tree.
Yeah. Are there family trees?
Ironically, it's the section that borders Kentucky.
Hey.
Listen out for them fiddles.
Oh. Okay, we're getting sideways. Well,
whenever Teresa and I first started dating, her grandparents, they didn't have running water in their house. They had an outhouse. They had a well to they got all the water from outside.
Yeah.
And that was, we've been together 32 years. So, I mean, it wasn't that long ago, but no running water in their house. And that's in South Carolina.
Yeah.
Dwayne said, my dad recalls an ice house on the farm in the 1930s.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
A lot of good memories, that we think that a lot of things have happened in many generations ago, and it could just be 30, 40, 50 years ago that all this happened.
Yeah, I think about like my grandma, she's 94, and the lifestyle changes that she's seen, going from when they had chickens in 1900s, early 1900s, and then, now they're raising your food, to going to the grocery, to the microwave, to, now she's got a Keurig sitting beside her chair. It's like, wow.
Dwayne says, my dad is 94 this year.
Awesome. I'm hoping to make it that far.
I think sometimes we have like the CDs, the 8-tracks, even the records that we look at and we're like, that wasn't that long ago, and then we're like, we don't even use any of that stuff, or some people don't use some of that stuff.
True.
Now everything's digital, it seems like,
I've still got a cassette player up there on the shelf, and it's plugged in and turned on, and it just got an Aussie tape in it.
Pickle says, this is controversial. He says, I stayed at a hotel once with no Wi-Fi.
It was paid by the hour.
Yeah, but I bet you the bed vibrated.
Yeah, you put the quarter in, the bed vibrated, and it sounded like a mariachi band with the bed bugs. Yeah.
Tom says, I bet you were in the fetal position during your stay. No Wi-Fi, yes.
All right.
Okay, Rusty. Let's see what he says. They said, Rusty, did you order
Mexican and
I can't read that. Chinese.
And Chinese something. I can't read the bottom of it. You got to hit the X, not the back. So we get a pop up that comes up because the was it the protection plan or whatever?
The antivirus.
Yeah.
Is expired for this laptop because it's like, I don't know, 10 years old.
Rusty, do you order Mexican and Chinese restaurants photo? I don't know what that means, but
like taking a picture.
Oh.
Like taking a picture.
Oh.
Phonetically.
Like yeah.
For speaking it out.
Yeah.
It's really hard for me to order a lot of Mexican because they put cilantro in everything. They ruin so much of their delicious food. But I love Mexican food.
He's part of that 10% of the nation that cilantro tastes like soap.
A sibling of mine had a friend who remember seeing a neon sign on a hotel. Part of the word licensed was burned out. It said life.
Ooh.
Hey, that could be true too.
Yeah, you probably get some of that. But
there's a part of our town that has a street with some seedy motels on it and stuff. And I'm like, so everybody's like, and they're building this new Mexican restaurant real close to it. And I'm like, I don't know. I want to try out this Mexican restaurant, but I don't want to be in the seedy part of the neighborhood, you know.
Ironically, it's the neighborhood he lives in. I'm just saying.
You never know. But back in the day, I wouldn't be scared to walk in that neighborhood. Now I'm like, I don't know if I want to even drive by there. Okay.
Yeah. Now you're married, and now you're like, I don't know.
Yeah.
If it doesn't have 4 stars, is it really worth going? All right, well, let's get out of here. We're rambling on, and
yeah. You got anything else, Rusty?
Oh no.
All right, well, let's get out of here. So we will see you all next week, and hit me up with pictures of your St. Patty's Day cooks, and the more creative, the better. And I'll get a compilation put up, or a montage. I'll put a little music with it. Boom, boom. Bake your pancakes, bake your pancakes, bake your pancakes. Pancakes and bacon, bake your pancakes. We'll get a little compilation put up, and we'll do that next week.
Dwayne and Cast Iron both said, see y'all, and cheers.
Remember,
have a great week, guys.
2 rules in cooking. Did you have fun? Did it taste good? Rock on. Y'all are awesome. Have a great week.
Have a great week, guys.
Good job.